The PX index currently sells for 1000. So S of 0 equals 1000. And the PS index does not pay any dividends, so delta equals 0. And Sam wants to lock in the ability to buy this index in 1 year for a price of 1025, and this is a forward contract because he's paying 1025 in year one, and he's receiving this index in year one too. So this is a forward contract, and he can do this by buying or selling European put or call options with a strike price of 1025. Okay, and the annual effective risk-free interest rate is 5%. So I equals 0.05. And one thing to note here is that continuously compounded risk-free rate, I'll just write CCRR, continuously compounded risk-free rate, is different from, yeah, annual effective risk-free rate. So if you're given the continuously compounded risk-free rate in the question, we use e to the r to accumulate some certain values. And if you're given the annual effective interest rate like this in this questions, we multiply 1 plus I to the certain values that we want to accumulate. So, um, yeah, it's good to remember this. And if we want to determine like which of the following gives the hedging strategies and the cost of that hedging strategies. So, as I mentioned earlier, this is a forward contract and buying a forward contract. So, in longing a forward contract is you can create a synthetic long forward by by synthetic long forward by buying a stock plus and borrowing a money. And this is like shorting on a bond. Okay. And by the put call parity, we can create this relationship. So C minus P, which are the premiums, equals S sub 0 times e to the delta t minus k times e to the negative rt. And and he's doing, he can replicate buying a stock and borrowing your money, which is a long forward, by um, buying a call and shorting a put, as you can see here. So because he's buying a stock, so this situation is buying a stock and um, shorting a bond in this case. So he's borrowing, and this is a cost perspective. So positive indicates cash outflow, and negative indicates cash inflow. So if one borrows a money, it'll be a cash inflow, and if someone spends money by like buying a stock, it'll be positive. So we can see that Sam should buy a call because it is a positive sign here. So buy the call and sell the put. So we can eliminate choice A, B, C here. And the cost of this strategy will be S of 0 is 1000. So let's just substitute what we have here times e to the 0 because dividend is 0 times, and the strike price was 1025. And be careful of this. We're discounting 1 year, but we're given annual effective interest rates. So instead of using E, we just want to discount by 1 year by using the annual effective interest rate. So this will give us one time. This will give us a value of 23.81, and this, as I mentioned earlier, this is the cost perspective. So we need to spend 23.81. So the answer becomes E. Spend 23.81 and buy the call and sell the put.